How's it going, everybody in the Philly Heat TTC? It's Leperzo here, coming at you on a Friday afternoon. Um, Obviously, it's been a long-ass time coming for this video. I'm almost 2 weeks late on the Mcnabb trade talk. I'm a busy kid. Before I get into that, I got all types of PMs coming from people that call me a front runner, saying I'm a bandwagoner, all this crap. I've got a sweatshirt here from 2003 that says NFC East Champions on it with the Eagles. That's 7 years ago. My room is all Eagles. You're in my room. It's all Eagles. I'm not a front runner. I just make these videos when it's convenient for me. And if you don't like that, then as far as I'm concerned, too bad. I don't really care. I make these videos for the people that I know watch them. I make them for myself. I make them when I have time, when it's convenient for me to have time, where I can sit back, relax, and make a video. So that's that. As far as the Mcnabb trade, Washington Redskins, congratulations, you guys got a great quarterback. You got a quarterback who is an outstanding citizen, a class act, just somebody who is reliable. You haven't really had that at the quarterback position. So congratulations to the Washington Redskins. You guys got a great guy. I wish Donovan nothing but the best and the rest of his stay in Washington, except of course when he plays the Eagles. So yeah, hopefully he does well for you guys. I hope whatever he can accomplish there, I hope he does, because he deserves it. The guy's great. And you know, obviously he had a little bit of a rocky relationship here in Philly. Not always, you know, I think it was a little blown up, in all honesty. You know, I was the same guy. You know, I love Donovan. I got posters of him in my room. I don't know if you can see. I got posters of him in my room. I love Donovan. I'd be the guy wearing his jersey at the games. I'd be the guy booing him. And you know, the reason that is, you know, I love him. I love him to death. I love him to death. And there was always so much untapped potential with Donovan. And it was just frustrating sometimes when, not that he didn't win the big one, but the inconsistency. Well, 1 minute you would see him, you know, just dominating a game, and the next minute he couldn't hit a wide receiver 10 yards down the field, that if he hits him, and even in stride, it's a 30-40 yard gain, and it's an incomplete pass, and we're facing a 3rd and 10 instead of a 1st and 10. Just stuff like that. I'll tell you a quick story too. When I was at the Cowboys game this past year, we were all booing him. The guy behind me that was saying, Dallas, you know, Donovan, you suck! Donovan, you suck! And there was a Cowboy fan about 3 seats down from me who's like, yeah, he does suck, doesn't he? He does suck. And you never saw a section turn on the guy so quickly, telling him to shut up, telling him that he doesn't suck, telling him to come talk when his quarterback wins a playoff game, all that stuff. And the guy was so confused. He's like, but you guys were just saying he sucked. And some guy was like, well, shut up, he's ours, you know, blah, 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 blah. So it's an interesting relationship that, you know, you guys, a lot of people don't really get to see. National media paints this portrait that everybody walks around with wanting, you know, one of them gone, and, you know, 95% of the town here loves him. You go to the games, you know, you go to an Eagles game last year, 2 jerseys you saw the most. You saw, well, 3. You see B West, you see a 36, you see a Doc, number 20, and you see a number 5, Donovan Mcnabb. Those are just, for the last 10 years, those are the jerseys you saw. Those are the jerseys that were repped at Eagles games, and will probably be there for the next 10 years. I mean, those guys are Eagles forever. So, gonna miss Donovan. Good luck to him. As far as the trade itself, at first I was upset. I was pissed. That's another part of the reason I didn't make this video right away. You know, my emotions were gonna get the best of me. I'm an emotional kid. You know, I wear my emotions on my sleeve like most Philadelphians. I'm not really a true Philadelphian. I live right outside, but most people in this area, we wear our emotions on our sleeve. And I mean, I was pissed, in all honesty, when it first happened. I didn't want to make a video of me coming on here saying, "Oh, Eagles are stupid." Da 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 da. Once I calmed down, sat back, and I looked at it from our perspective, I liked the trade. You know, we had to find out what we got in Cobb. Honestly, I was all support of trading Donovan before he got traded to Washington. My quote was, if the price is right. the price is right, you trade Donovan. You don't just give the guy away. And depending, I didn't know how the market was out there for him, and if the market was good, you trade him. I said a second round pick and something else is as far as I'm concerned, would be enough to trade Donovan. Something else would be, a conditional pick. Maybe a backup player, maybe a good player that we can develop, something like that. And in this year's draft, the 37th pick, to me, the way this draft format is set up and the talent of this draft, 37th to me is please and thank you. And then a conditional pick on top of that is just a little icing on the cake. I'll tell you why I'm okay with the draft, other than the draft pick. Kevin Kolb is a true West Coast quarterback. You spent a second round pick on this kid. He's just been sitting there. You gotta find what you got in him. You could have, I'm not saying he is, but you could have the next Peyton Manning sitting on the sideline with these young receivers that he's just dying to grow up with. That these receivers are just dying. You gotta find out what they got. You gotta let these guys get on the same page. And right now is the perfect time to see what he's got. You gotta see the growing pains that this kid's got. You gotta let them grow up together with Deshaun Jackson, Jerry Maclin, Selleck, McCoy, all of them. Let them grow up together. And, remember the triplets that the Cowboys had, 10, 12 years ago? Well, no, 15 years ago? Well, we could have quadruplets. I think this is going to be a good trade long term for the Eagles. Cobb is going to be a good quarterback for us. And this 37th pick is a great spot. That's the fourth pick in the second round. And the way this draft format is set up, the Eagles actually get a whole day to organize, see who's left on their board, and make a selection then. The way the draft is this year is it's the first day is the first round. That's the Thursday night, which I'm having a draft party. Can't wait. Friday night is the second and third rounds. So the Eagles pretty much have the fourth pick of day 2, which is awesome. It's kind of like a whole new day. It's a whole new, pretty much having the fourth pick in the first round again with the way this draft talent is, and that's awesome. So I like that, and I'm just excited as all hell to see what we can get with that pick, and yeah. So that being said about the draft, I will be making a video hopefully next week, a day or two, maybe the day of the draft. I gotta get ready to go kill some chickens here. I'm praying for Eric Berry. You should too. And yeah, that's really about it. So hope you guys all have a good weekend. Spurs will be back probably with a video before the draft, and I'll be making a post vid on how I graded the Eagles.